them of today's meeting, because today we're having this meeting today by 5, but tomorrow it's going to be by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So if you can see my screen as I begin to share my screen, I just want you to type a 1. If you can see my screen as I begin to share my screen, I just want you to type a 1, and so I can know that we're good to go and we're ready for tonight. Because I'm ready for you guys, man. I'm ready for you guys. I'm ready for you guys. The month of May comes to an end this week, and this month of May will really see a whole lot of results for individuals here in the above average community. Despite the lockdown, we're seeing more persons in this month making significant progress in their lives, more persons making a lot of money. I was on a call with some folks before this meeting. I was just asking them, how much did they make this month? And some of them were telling me 500,000. Some made as high as 800,000 this month. Some as high as 2 million this month. And it's really, really exciting. So for those that are new, so this meeting is for you to let you in on the secret of what we're doing. And if it makes sense to you, we can lock arms together to actually make it happen for you as well. So my name is Tonbara. I'm an engineer by profession. I'm an engineer by study, but I'm a businessman by profession. And I basically ventured into business about 8 years ago when I realized that I would find more fulfillment. I'll find more fulfillment in helping people live a healthier life and helping people be the best versions of themselves than just being in technology area and repairing electronics. But it's been one of the most fulfilling journey for me, and I believe that as we go on, you're going to be seeing why. We are called the above average community, and we believe that individuals need to build their best life now, and they need to start living the healthier life right now. The above average community was birthed out of the entrepreneurial drive to see individuals live a life above the ordinary. Depending on the part of the world where you're connecting from, on the part of Africa where you're connecting from, an ordinary life is basically making less than $2,000 on an annual basis. Okay, that's ordinary. And below that is below the below ordinary. And we see that a lot of people are living in this sphere, but many of them don't like being there. They want more for their lives. They want to achieve more. They want to do more. They want to scale up, but they've not really found that bridge that can link them from where they are, what their present reality is, and where they see themselves in their mind's eye. So the above average community was created and was birthed to help you find that missing link, to actually not just dream about your dreams, but actually make them come to reality. And with that being said, we're really more interested in people that want more for their lives, people that want to live fulfilled life, people that want to live a life of purpose, people that want to have enough time with family and money is not their problem, people that want to have an unlimited income source because their dreams are unlimited, and most especially individuals that are ready to do whatever it takes to break out of mediocrity and do whatever it takes to really get their dreams achieved. So these are the kind of people we're looking out for here. And the reason we look out for those kind of people is because we ourselves are that kind of person. This is Mr. Modi Sekveremo. He's a visionary behind the above average community, a dear friend of mine. And you'll be hearing from him right after I'm done speaking. This gentleman right here, it's very fun to be around, and he's really down to earth in the sense of the fact that once upon a time, he was an individual that literally rose from a broke young guy that had a heart for people and has a passion to see his dreams come true. Today is living what most people will only call a dream lifestyle. I think just a few weeks ago, we're looking at his paycheck doing close to 4 million naira in a single week. You'll be hearing more about that as I go on. But you should get to understand that people that make great income, they are only doing it because they understand how unlimited income potential is created. And for you to create unlimited income potential, there are three things you look out for. The first is value, because money only flows in the direction of value. Someone rightly said, if you find something great, you find something unique. Even if you live in the bush, people will make bush track to look for you. So money flows in the direction of problem solving, and if you solve a big problem, you actually make a lot of money. And the next principle that governs the building of an unlimited income source, apart from value, is volume. The number of persons that are accessing the value proposition you have. And where the rubber meets the road is in frequency. Taking time to have a unique value proposition, taking time to build a large customer base for that value proposition, and the reward of the effort of finding the value proposition and building the customer base is what we call frequency. And that's where people make unlimited income potential for life. So for us right here, we've basically been searching how individuals can, what platforms can allow individuals to achieve the right value, build the right volume the right way in order to achieve an unlimited income potential in frequency. And in our vision and in our desire to see people live a healthier life, live the life above the ordinary, we did a lot of research, searched through a lot of companies, and we really think we found this with a company called Pure. And what we're teaching today is how individuals can leverage and own the market share for a billion-dollar brand called Pure. So the question is, in all our search, why do we believe that Pure is that platform, is that financial vehicle that can actually allow us to do that? What's the value proposition Pure has, and what's the value proposition we're bringing to the table in the above average community? Basically, in studying the law that governs the building of wealth, we simply realize there are two unique laws. One is that the amount of money you make in life is tied to the size of the problem you are solving. And the amount of money you make in life as well is tied to the number of persons you are solving problem for. And we looked at all the basic necessities of life, from food, clothing, shelter, things that people cannot do without, things that people will always come for, irrespective of age, irrespective of country, irrespective of economy, what people always need. And we identified a problem around health. And Pure stands for People United, Reaching Everyone. And Pure is a US-based company that has technological breakthrough products that are designed to be a one-stop shop for health. So the company basically is in the health and wellness sector, which is a very big industry. And they are also into the skincare sector, which is a bigger industry. And they are into online shipping. What does these three things mean? It simply means that you can build business from home using your smartphone by participating in the health and wellness sector. This is the chairman of the company, Chairman Joe Young. And the interesting thing about this company called Pure, that the company has no founder. The company is owned by a board of directors led by a chairman. And you're going to be seeing, I'm going to be discussing with you why that's so in a few moments. First, some track records about the company. The company started in 2008, so in 2020, so about 12 years in business right now. The head office is in Texas, USA. Presence in 12 countries in the American continent, 3 countries in the African continent right now. The company just started international expansion in Africa last year, and in Nigeria, we got a NAFDAQ in July of last year. But the results of the products are so phenomenal, and we have over 65 product line globally, and have $1 billion acquisition on our skincare line, $100 million in annual sales as a company globally. And currently, this month, just became $1 million company in the African market. And what's interesting to note, I told you that the company is not owned by a founder, but by a board of directors. Amongst the board of directors that own this company is this gentleman right here on my screen called Phil Knight. For those of us that don't know him, Phil Knight is the founder of Nike and the 21st richest man in the world. And this is one thing you have to look out for in any business. In any business you want to do, in any business you want to create an unlimited income potential for, you want to look at who are the people at the leadership. First thing, who are the people at the leadership? Where's the company from? Do they have track record of success? And do they have people behind the company that have deep pockets to ensure that anything you do today, the company will be here in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, the next 20 years, you can still enjoy from your efforts you put in today. And when I saw this gentleman behind this company, one question I couldn't get out of my mind was, what is a shoe company billionaire doing with a health and wellness company? In trying to answer the question, I dug a little bit further into the company's history, and I truly realized how unique the value proposition that the company has to offer is. So we're telling you about that. I'm telling you about that because I believe that was what Phil Knight saw that made him to come into this company in 2008, started with a market capitalization of $12 million. Today we're talking about billions and billions of dollars in sales. So what did he see? My research into the company, the first time I was shown this company in January of last year, really showed me that. And when I saw that, I became in. And I believe that you seeing what we see, you'll be able to at least access it the same way as well. But before I go right into that, we're here in the above average community leveraging on this platform. So what are the value propositions people get to enjoy by being part of this? The first value proposition people get to enjoy is the product value. And that makes me to say that this is one platform that nobody gets to lose money at all. Because the moment every single naira is people get immense value for their money. And I'm proud being part of such a movement where I can truly say that nobody can lose money here. So the first thing is the product value. Products that are so unique that the products are recommended by medical doctors in the US. Products that are so unique that the Nigerian Medical Association, the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, partnered with this company because of the product. It has never been said or heard before in the history of network marketing in entire Africa that the Association of Medical Doctors and the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria are partnering with a health and wellness company. That's never been said before. But there is something that they saw in the product line that allowed them to do that. The next, of course, is position value. Should the product make sense to you and you see what we see in the product and you want to make money, the second value you get just by being part of the system is a position value. The position value positions you in the market share that is about happening. Africa right now, we just opened up in Nigeria and Ghana last year. We opened up South Africa this month. We're opening up Kenya and Cameroon. What's happening is that every African country is going to have this product. We're expanding into the Middle East. We're expanding into Asia, into Australia. And a position in the system allows you to enjoy from all the sales that will be happening from the expansion on all these markets. Next is a business ID. The business value, which is one value you also get, allows you to engage in 4 different businesses that you can do with this company. And the last thing is mentorship. And I would like to say that because in business, understanding of how it works and understanding of and being mentored on how to be successful in it is key. It's very key. And this is one great value you get here by being part of what's in the above average community. Not just making the money, but the person you become, getting the right mindset, skill set, and tools you're required to succeed in this platform is given to you when you become part of it. So let's talk about the first value, the product value. What did the Nigerian Medical Association see? What the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria see What's the association? What did the doctors in the US and the association in the US for that guide medical practice see that they are proud to partner with this company? What did Phil Knight see that allowed a shoe company billionaire to attach himself with this company? That's simply the products. Now, the pure company have a technological product line that are based on a health philosophy. The health philosophy simply says cleanse, balance, build. If you can hear me, just type on the comment chat box, cleanse, balance, build, okay? Cleanse, balance, build. Why is this so relevant? There are two aspects of medicine known in the world: pharmaceutical medicine and naturopathic medicine. Pharmaceutical medicine believe in the prescription of drugs, surgeries, and all those stuff for people to help individuals stay healthy. Pharmaceutical medicine believes that it's not possible to be strong as you grow older. Man must break down, because man must break down the reason why they have the business. Naturopathic medicine, on the other hand, believes that the body is the most sophisticated machine on the planet, and it can heal itself and maintain itself as it grows older. But three conditions needs to be met. Three conditions needs to be met. The first condition is that the body must be devoid of toxins at every point in time. And this is where a lot of people are missing it, because many individuals, for when they are born to their present age, they have never removed toxins from their system before. Why? Because the technology to do that has never existed before. And 50% of all health issues known worldwide is caused as a result of the buildup of toxins in the body. So why cleansing is so powerful is because for the first time, the Pure company created a system that could cleanse the entire body completely. And that's great news. The second system that we have here is balance. Why is balancing so key? The second thing that the balancing is key because the second condition that allows the human body to function optimally and according to naturopathic medicine is that people are out of balance at a hormonal level and at a pH level. That's why their body cannot heal. That's why their body cannot heal itself. That's why the immune system cannot function the way God designed it to function. And it's simple to understand it in layman's terms. Fish has the ability to swim. Swimming is in the DNA of the fish. But you put a fish in hot water, the fish will die. It can't swim there because the conditions has to be right. Same thing with the human body. They came to see that in an alkali environment and in a balanced pH, the immune system can thrive like never before. But sadly, technology we're using, food we're eating, water we're drinking every day is constantly pushing our bodies away from being alkali to the acidic side. So people are out of balance. The third thing is that the cell, the basic building block of the body, which is called the cells, is not getting the minimum requirement it needs to stay healthy on a daily basis. And what it needs to stay healthy is antioxidants. There are two types, primary and secondary. Deficiency of this over time is a reason for ill health. But the good news about Pure is that for 40 years, for 40 years, they put together a formula to actually address these three aspects of toxins, imbalance, and deficiency in a very beautiful way that will be a one-stop shop for health. They first of all tried it out as a special care service in 2 hospitals in the US. And for 40 years, everyone that seemed to have their bodies broken down that went through the special care unit got full recovery in less than 6 months. The 40 years track record was what caused Phil Knight. The 40 years track record is what caused the product line of this company to be listed on the American Physician Desk Reference, that doctors prescribe it. The 40 years track record and the result is what's causing this company to blow like never before. But what are the products that they use? And it's exciting because when I first saw this, I saw testimonies, high blood pressures, cancer, strokes, fibroids. I saw so many testimonies online. January last year, the first time I heard about this company coming into the African market, I was like, if this thing enters the market, it's going to be phenomenal. But interestingly, today, we're not talking about testimonies in the US anymore. Today, we're talking about mad testimonies right here in Nigeria, right here in Africa. The testimonies are so phenomenal. So what's creating the results? There's the first product called the cleanse. The cleanse is the formulation that was designed to remove toxins completely. And toxins can be removed from 7 pathways of elimination in the human body. Many people, the best of many people that are health conscious, all they do, the best they do in their lives is to remove toxins from their colon or perhaps from their liver. But they've never been able to remove toxins from all 7 pathways before. But using the cleanse, you can completely cleanse your blood, your lungs, your skin, your kidney, all 7 pathways at once, 100%, and the results are mind-blowing. Yesterday, I received a call from a pharmacy who were discussing the uniqueness of the pure product, and she said, she's heard several things. Several people have come to her and talked to her about products before. She has some in her shelf. But if this thing, are we sure this thing works the way we're saying? She said, listen, man, 40 years track record, 12 years in business in the US, that's caused the company to be the fastest growing company in the US. 1 year in Nigeria, that's caused the Nigerian Medical Association and the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria to partner with this. These are not jokes. And she basically bought a pack with the company, got her product, and Tuesday of this just concluded, that was last week Tuesday, some people came to our pharmacy. One of them, one lady was carrying into the pharmacy because her blood sugar was 28.5. The lady couldn't walk. The lady was literally dying. She couldn't walk, she couldn't carry herself. They carried her to the pharmacy seeking for what can be done. When the pharmacist looked at her, saw everything that was going on, checked her sugar level, it was crazy. She gave her the cleanse to basically go and start up with the cleanse. But we do cleanse, balance, build here. Start up with the cleanse. The interesting thing is 2 days. Thursday, 2 days, the lady walked into the pharmacy herself, very excited. Someone that was dying 2 days ago came in so excited, checked her off, her sugar level was 9. It's so phenomenal. Today the pharmacy is on fire and we're doing a whole lot. But what does the cleanse do? The cleanse basically removes toxins from all the 7 pathways, and if 50% of all health cases are caused by buildup of toxins, the moment you flush out the toxins, the body starts functioning very well. So we have testimonies for people that use the cleanse, body pains clear up in 24 hours just by using the cleanse. Individuals that use the cleanse, I can never forget the earliest testimonies we used to get for this are individuals that have, women that have, and for months, some of them for years, have not seen their menstrual flow. They've done everything possible to no avail. The doctors can't find anything wrong with them, but obviously they are not seeing their monthly flow as a woman should. And I started up with a cleanse, and in 10 days, their monthly flow started. And most of them in 2 weeks. It's phenomenal. What's happening? It's not like the cleanse is a miracle product. The body always had that ability. We only remove the inhibitors called the toxins, and we're seeing a lot of results. These are some testimonies we were sent in. A guy sent in, he said, a friend of mine who took the cleanse called me and was explaining how it helped improve his lovemaking with his wife. He was very happy because the libido has been enhanced and was seeing significant improvement in his sex life. Well, testimonies upon testimonies, high blood pressure, diabetes, having almost instant miraculous testimonies. And the reason is because for a long time, the body has been aching for toxins to be removed. Sadly, almost 100% of people, for when they are born to their present age, have never done a full body cleanse before. So for the first time, we're unleashing people's bodies to its full capacity by removing toxins, and we're seeing massive results. Here's another testimony here of insomnia. For years, 5 years, the guy has not been able to sleep well at night. Started off with after the cleanse, he's sleeping like a baby. The testimonies are so phenomenal. Go on YouTube today, you see several testimonies. You can visit us on our open group on Facebook, Pure Big Bang 2020. You're going to see testimonies are being dropped there literally every week by real people. Quite exciting what's happening. And one of the biggest testimonies for me and the most touching for me that I saw with the cleanse my very first time and that helped me a lot. That testimony actually opened up the business for us in Ibadan. It's a lady that had a surgery 4 years back. 4 years back, she had a surgery. The pains refused to go after the surgery. She was on tramadol. She was on all forms of painkillers, and there was no relief for her. 2 years later of being in using so much drugs that were not even working, she only taking them to knock her off at night to sleep and forget about her pain and the pain. So they're having side effects. The side effects resulted in she passing out blood when she tries to urinate or go to the toilet. Her body itching her severely anytime water touches her skin, be it rainwater, pure water. It was crazy. Water touches her skin, she can't stay without itching for over 15 minutes, and she's been living with that for 2 years. Imagine taking your bath in the morning and you have to spend 15 minutes itching every part of your body until there are blood patches on your skin. Very beautiful lady. You wouldn't know she had such a problem. I never knew she had such a problem. I was speaking with her in a group meeting. After the meeting, she got the cleanse. 3 days of the cleanse, the body itching stopped. In 3 days of using the cleanse, also the breast pain of 4 years disappeared. What are we talking about? The body always has that ability. You simply need to cleanse, balance, and build. What's the next formulation we have is our daily build. The daily build is used for building. I said, what are we building? It's the basic building block of the body called the cell. The cell needs two things to be built: primary antioxidants and secondary antioxidants. The secondary antioxidants, they are called vitamins and minerals. You can get this by eating fruits, herbs, and all those stuff. But what people don't know is that one vitamin, one orange or 5 orange or 1 banana is not enough. The body actually needs 90 different nutrients every single day, minimally, in order to function well. And people are not getting that, hence the formulation of the daily build. The daily build has 240 natural ingredients put together in a beautiful way. This is the highest ingredient formulation in the world, and it's all natural, all organic, and the results we're seeing from the daily build are mind-blowing. And mind-blowing strengthens the immune system, strengthens the immune system, builds the body up from the cellular level. The testimonies are crazy. Also, on these testimonies right here that we're seeing right here, seeing testimonies for asthma, a 17-year-old lady who had asthma all her life, started up with the cleanse and the asthmatic attack ceased. Start up with the cleanse and daily build and the asthmatic attack ceased. Please help me, guys. Okay, I had a call there. And the asthmatic attack ceased. We're really seeing so much results. I'm just going to breeze through this real quick. The next formulation we have here is our sleep cream. The sleep cream is designed to help people specifically that have problem with weight loss, because we're not just helping people recover from sickness. We're also a lifestyle company to help people achieve their healthy life, their healthy goals. And one great thing for a lot of persons is that people are struggling to lose weight. Especially with this pandemic, people have been locked indoors for so long, and many people have added extra body fat that they need to burn. The sleep cream, the technology behind it allows individuals to sleep well at night and burn calories while they sleep. It's high in melatonin and cysteine and a lot of micro minerals that are necessary for weight loss. And the interesting thing is, this is not exercise and lose weight. This is not fast and lose weight. This is not keto diet and lose weight. It's actually sleep and lose weight. It's really excited about what's going on. As you can see, some live testimonies right here. These are people I know right in Port Harcourt. If you're in Port Harcourt, you can meet with those people live, okay? And many of them losing over 20 kg in 90 days. It's phenomenal. Just sleeping and losing weight. My first experience with this product was last year when I was preparing for my wedding. My wife literally lost over 8 kg just by taking the sleep cream. She wasn't exercising. She wasn't doing any of that. Eating normally, staying at home most of the time, and lost weight. That was phenomenal for us. And basically, you can get the same results as well. The next formulation we have here is our Mila. The Mila is gotten from chia seed of different species that we slice together. This is one product that every family needs to have. I personally use this product a lot. I use it for making my eba. I use it as smoothies. I add it in my as soup thickener. It's very phenomenal. Why? Because The mealer has 10 times the omega-3 you can find from fish oil, 7 times the fiber you can get from other fiber sources, 8 times the calcium you get from calcium sources. But the most significant impact is that it's in good for brain formation. It helps in brain synapses for children and brain formation for adults as well. Children attain magnetic memory. The young ones attain magnetic memory by using the mealer. The elderly ones, you forget old people's sickness. You don't have to have dementia. People maintain sound minds using the mealer. It is so powerful that it's being used to correct autism in children of all ages and even autism in adults. One of the most phenomenal testimonies that I still can't get over. I got this testimony this month of May. I still can't get over the testimony. Is a prominent figure right here in Abuja. She owns the biggest school for autistic children in Abuja, and 3 of her children are basically autistic, 9 years old, 7 years old, and of course the other was 3 years old. And many of them have never spoken before. They can't understand. They can't understand, and they're very violent and all this stuff. She heard about what we're doing, cleansing, balancing, and building with this formulation. Started the children with the mealer, the daily build, and of course the pure excel. The interesting thing is that in less than 2 months of using it, we're getting so positive results. The one that is 9 years old have started speaking for the first time in 9 years, understanding English, learning normally. It's phenomenal, and I can't wait for school to resume, because this is going to blow up. So basically, we're seeing so much result. In Port Harcourt as well, this week, I got the same pharmacy that came over last week, had also an autistic situation. A man saw her giving the products to that lady that they rushed in, carried in with high blood pressure, with diabetes and all that stuff. And when he saw her, he looked at the product. These products are different. They are not drugs. They don't look like what she usually said. That walked up to her, that what's that? She explained that it's pure. So they tell him about the stuff. He mentioned autism. The man counted money and gave that money cash to collect the products. That he has a daughter. He has a daughter at home that is severely autistic. They've tried several things. The girl is violent. They can't calm her down. She's like a mad person. She wakes up in the morning. It's so crazy that they've gone for surgery before. They were thinking of taking her out of the country for advanced stuff, but the lockdown and all that, they can't do all that right now. And when she heard about this, he collected the products and he started the girl on the mealer. On Friday, the guy called. The guy for the first time, his daughter wakes up and she's calm. She responds to his call. She acts like a normal person for the first time. It's quite exciting because this is just less than 1 week of using the products. And what we see with our system of cleansing, balancing, and building is use it for 90 days. Go on in 90 days with this, and you'll see phenomenal results. One thing we also have is the organic sulfur. So organic sulfur is the third most abundant thing that humans need in their body on a daily basis. The first is water, the second is energy, the third is MSM organic sulfur, but I'm sure some people don't know that. Sulfur is something that we should be getting from our leafy vegetables. But the problem is that over 50 years ago, since we started using fertilizers, NPK, on any soil that NPK is applied on, sulfur is destroyed. So we have the living vegetable but no sulfur. So people are grossly deficient in the sulfur. What does sulfur do in the body? How do you recognize its deficiency? One is in all kinds of body pains, all kinds of arthritis. Why? Because the sulfur primarily is needed for connective tissue health. It's needed for growth. It serves the same function that the engine oil serves in the generator. The same function in the skeletal system. Call it the engine oil of the skeletal system. When it is lacking, people start having all kinds of arthritis, all kinds of joint pains, and what have you. And the sad thing is that young ones and even children are having these same problems today. Can never forget in conversation with my in-law, who is a pediatrician in Canada. She's a doctor there, and talking about children, young children having arthritis. It's sad, but it's because of what we've been consuming. Sulfur is grossly deficient, and we can start supplementing that today. People use the sulfur, and in 3 hours, I think the quickest testimony is in 3 hours, they get instant relief on pains, and in most time 2 weeks, they see significant results. So we're seeing phenomenal things right here. The next thing the sulfur is used for is as a beauty product. It helps for skin growth, helps for hair growth, fingernail growth, and we're seeing phenomenal results in clearing bad hair with this. Clearing bad hair, having better skin, glowing skin, and it's really, really phenomenal. And but the last of it all is sulfur. Is all organic sulfur is also a natural detoxifier and helps with the production of glutathione as well. So one great testimony I got with this was kidney failure. Someone that had kidney failure, 2 kidneys packed up, was basically on dialysis, does dialysis basically every single week. And he came to meet one of my partners, Linda Oscar, and was telling her about his situation. The family were worried because dialysis every single week is a lot of money, and would he be like this for the rest of his life? She gave them hope. Because what we do here in Pure is we give people hope, because we basically found how to unleash the body's healing potential for the body to heal itself again, irrespective of anything. It's along with the cleanse, the organic sulfur, and the daily build in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, by the time they went for their dialysis, by the 2nd week of him being on the product, the doctors told them that the kidneys are working fine, no need for dialysis. And ever since then till today, they might as well living a life without dialysis. So we're seeing phenomenal results with that product. And this is the reason why Nigerian Medical Association couldn't ignore this. This is the reason why the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria couldn't ignore this. This is the reason why Phil Knight of the shoe company billionaire couldn't ignore this, because there are several things out there, but nothing that works like this. That the science is so pure, the philosophy is so concise, and the results are so consistent. The last of the products we have here in Nigeria is the Pure Excel. This one blew the mind of the medical community. I told you that the body needs, the basic unit of the body is the cells, and the cells needs two things in order to build itself. One is secondary antioxidants, which are vitamins and minerals, which if you take enough fruits and vegetables grown in the right kind of soil, you can attain. You can just take the daily build and attain it all at once. But the second one is called the primary antioxidant, glutathione and superoxide dismutase. These two cannot be gotten from eating fruits and vegetables. There is no amount of fruits and vegetables you can eat to increase the level of glutathione or S2V that you can have in your system. A long-term research has been going on in the medical community. How can people increase glutathione and S2V? Why is the research so relevant? They've come to see that 75 of the world's most deadliest diseases, all of them that are said to be incurable, all of them are traced to deficiency of glutathione and S2V. However, for every adult beyond the ages of puberty, the body drastically loses its ability to have glutathione. So from beyond that age, it's just on a steady decline. And that's the reason why people are falling sick as they grow old. That's the reason why life expectancy is so low in several parts of the world, including Nigeria. The good news that the Pure Excel is the first triactive technology known to the world. That for the first time, we have bioavailable glutathione here, we have superoxide dismutase here, and we have the aloe vera extract here, all in one formula, and these are all medical breakthroughs. For the first time, glutathione that has eluded scientists for years as to how to get it into the system, we now have a way of putting it back into the human body. Not just putting it back into the human body, but having the type that can be absorbed. Also putting the second most powerful, which is superoxide dismutase as well. This is the reason why the Pure Excel is so phenomenal. What are we saying basically? We're saying that we can take the toxins down, we can balance the pH, and we can build ourselves, and we can expect to live long, fulfilling, health, crisis-free lives. And for individuals that have crisis, what are we saying? We're saying that there is hope and we can go on a 90 days therapy and get our health back in track. And I like sharing this a lot because one of my greatest partners in the city in Benue State, the city of Makurdi, is Chief Obuago. Chief Obuago basically had glaucoma, and glaucoma medically has no solution, has no cure. There's no surgical process that is known to correct it. There are only experimental procedures. And this guy was literally going blind. 75% of his vision was gone as at when I met him. So he only had 15% left. With that 15%, he couldn't see. He couldn't see. If he looks down, he can't see the ground. The guy was going blind. He started off with a product, started with the cleanse to remove the toxins, and started balancing and building with the Pure Excel. And in 90 days, he got his sight back. Today, that's a phenomenon that these testimonies is going real like wildfire. Just a few weeks ago, over 1,000 medical doctors across the nation gathered to learn about the Pure Excel and the result that's creating in this country. And currently, good news, guys, currently, for every medical practitioner, learning about these products is now giving them edge in renewing their medical licenses to continuously practice as medical doctors in the nation. This has never happened before. This has never happened before. That's the reason why we're so excited. Because you can see on my screen today, this document is obtainable on Google. You can type it out on Google, disease associated with low glutathione. You'll see every known disease known to man that is said to be incurable. And right now, with high glutathione, what do you think? We can reverse it. And these are the testimonies that we're having today. And for those folks that are having the first time here, I just want to read these few testimonies to you based on this. Someone sent his testimony. He said, yesterday I checked my blood sugar, it was 212. And I started using the Pure Excel yesterday. I didn't take my regular sugar medication. I just checked it now. It's 134. It's 134 after 24 hours. What amazes me is that I even ate rice yesterday, which is supposed to make it go high. I'm just shaking here. I can't believe my eyes. The testimonies are so phenomenal. One great testimony also that I love the phenomenal ones. It's a couple. Basically, the pastor in Deeper Life in Western Nigeria, very popular one. If you're in the Deeper Life circle, you should know the guy. I don't want to mention his name. He basically had low sperm count himself. He's 55. His wife is in her 40s. The wife, low sperm count was less than 1 million. They've never had a child, and he's 55 years old. And it's embarrassing being a pastor and all people are getting health results, are getting children, and you don't have. His wife also was having severe health issues as well. And they met one of our doctors, Dr. Phil Okonkwo, and he administered the products to them, the Pure Excel, the cleanse, to just cleanse, balance, and build. In 2 weeks, his sperm count rose from 1 million to 35 million. The wife, who has never seen her period for more than 10 years, started seeing her period. And one great news is that they have chances of a child today. In Ibadan as well, a similar situation. A family that has never really had children before. They were friends to my friend, who is a pastor in his church, basically, who never had an issue. They started with the products. Today, the wife is pregnant. She's due for delivery in a few months' time. And it's really exciting. That's their first issue for over 10 years of not having a child. So basically, what are we saying? There is really no health problem that the body cannot adjust. People don't have to be sick to appreciate what we have. What we have is people that love life, that want to maintain health and stay healthy. And those that have been ignoring their health and taking care of their body, same way they take care of the generator until it breaks down before they pay attention. we're saying that your sins have been forgiven. Start cleansing, balancing, and building, and get your health back. This is the global movement we are leading, guys, that people should shop for their health. People spend money on jewelries, on cars, on clothes, on shoes. They don't use one shoe for 10 years. They basically change it. But the most important thing they have, which is their human bodies, they do nothing about it. As a result of that, they break down. I'm going to end this session with a very thought-provoking story I had 2 days ago. I had this friend of mine in the business, should be on the call today. His name is Najee. Okay, he got into the business last year, on July or so, and started using the product. Got some phenomenal testimonies around him in Ogun State. His sister was with him, saw the testimony. His sister was so excited, and I spoke with a husband who had money and was well-to-do, that use this, let the children, which is his little nieces, and let them be on the product. Let them be on this product for the sake of health. That health is wealth, and did all he could. The man did not listen. He said he wants to do something else. He's busy with all those stuff. That later. And a few days ago, he called by 10 p.m. They called to during this Ramadan days, Muslim fasting period. They called. It's like one of their friends who happens to be a billionaire, has all the money. Money is not his problem. All that. He just died of cancer of the intestine. And cancer of the intestine is something that repeatedly individuals right here in Pure using the product have corrected. They knew the product worked. They saw it from him staying with them. They did not pay any attention to it for themselves. Therefore, they did not even pay any attention to it for their own loved ones or for their own dear friends. The guy died, and she was telling him this about it, and he told her, I've been telling you people to take care of your health. I've been telling you people to be on Pure products. You refuse. As a result of that, you didn't tell your friend, now he's dead. You better start taking care of your health today. Immediately, his uncle called, the in-law called. Like, listen, I'm scared right now for my own health. I saw my friend die out of nothing. The guy was fine a few months ago. Right now, out of the blues. Please, I'm sending you 165,000 naira. I want the family back for myself and for my entire family. We want to go on the path of health. We don't want to be sick. We don't want emergencies. We want to secure our healthy future. And I don't know if you're on this call today, everyone around you can stay healthy. Statistics show that 8 out of every 10 families surveyed, there is someone there that is struggling with one health issue or another. And there are others that are 100% bound to struggle in a few years' time because of how they're taking care of their health. We can change that situation today. We can change that narrative today. And this is the value proposition the products are offering every one of us today. But let's talk about business. When he talks about business, business is first solving problems for a lot of persons. If you got value from the products today, I think these products are worth getting to 1 million persons. We're worth getting to 1 million persons in the nearest future. We're getting to 1 million persons, and what helping saving lives with a lot of persons. Just want you to type Project 1 million in the comment box below, because that's what we're about. The next speaker will be coming up to tell you more about the Project 1 million, how we want to achieve it, and how you can make a lot of money by helping a lot of persons do the same thing. The person I'll be bringing up the podium right now is my friend, my brother. He's the highest paid person in Africa, and I'm a highest paid person in Africa, N2 international trips via this company. And we're so excited for him. He's a leader, he's a mentor, he has all the information and the best person to explain how to make money with this. We're seeing students make money with this. We're seeing people at the age of 65 make money with this. We're seeing people have extra income. We're seeing people make even as high as 1 million naira on a monthly basis. Even in the lockdown, you can do the same. If you're ready, I just want you to give it up and just type, show me the money, as I bring up Mr. Moses to take up the next section of the meeting. Thank you very much. Mr. Moses, are you there? Awesome. Mr. Moses. So Dozie, can you unmute Mr. Moses, please, so we can.
Okay. Don't worry. I'm live. I'm live.
Awesome.
That was a powerful